Welcome back to another episode of the OKC Foodcast. You are joined by your hosts, Nabil
and Ashley.
And welcome to this week's OKC in Food, or Food in OKC. Still working on this. I shouldn't try to surprise myself.
No, I don't think that worked.
Okay, well, your guide to food in Oklahoma.
OKC. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
all right.
That was good.
Thanks.
So yeah, I think this week, just you and I, we're gonna chat about some food news and
some happenings and just some updates from what we've been doing.
And recaps.
So this is just going to be a quick, informative episode. But before we jump into that, we have to talk about what we ate this week.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like both of us are going to make our Eat of the Week from the event that we're going to recap.
Yes. So if you heard our episode from 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
we had Bryn Mays on with the Hangover Brunch, and we got a chance to go to the Hangover Brunch this past weekend.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was so much fun. When people say that was a fun event, it's an understatement.
It
almost.
really, I mean, it was so fun, but I mean, beyond just seeing, lots of people that we've had on the podcast before, the food was just incredible.
Yes. Although I will say there were a little too many sweets for me.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a little more savory food, but I mean, the sweets that were there were great.
They were good, but I totally know what you mean. Like towards the end of it, I was like, I cannot have another donut.
Yes. And the funny thing was all the savory items ran out real quick.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people were having all these sweets and they needed that break.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would go and get that. Like I didn't get to try the shrimp and grits, which are
yeah.
apparently fantastic.
They were fantastic from the catch.
Yeah.
They were really, really good.
And Bin 73 was out of their stuff by the time
what
I made
did
it.
they have?
They said that they had some sort of hash brown, bowl type of thing, which sounded really good because they described
That does
it.
sound good.
And
I didn't have that.
But they were nice and they were like, hey, whenever you come there, we'll take care of you. So I was like, thanks.
Well, that is nice. So what was your favorite thing that you tried there? Do you want to do a couple of favorite things?
So, I mean, I guess we can say our favorite and then we can talk about some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Right? Give out our own awards.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the actual awards that people got.
The actual winners.
So for me, I think the most surprising and probably the thing I enjoyed a lot was the Hatch Chili Pound Cake.
Yes.
And this was from Powerhouse.
Yep.
And so when you think about pound cake, you're just like, with a Hatch chili, sounds kind of weird. And it had fruit on top.
Yeah, like mangoes, blueberries.
And raspberries.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know how this is going to be, but the Hatch chili pound cake part of it was like intriguing. So I had a piece. I first tried it without the fruit because I was like, let me see what the pound cake tastes like.
Yeah.
It was very similar to almost like a cornbreadish.
Yeah.
So it was delicious.
It was.
And then I tried it with the fruit. I'm like, surely the fruit's gonna, I don't know how the fruit's gonna make it any better, but it did.
It did.
It took it to like a whole different flavor profile.
Did.
Like it was sweet and spicy, and it was well done, Powerhouse.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many people I told, you got to go try that.
Yeah. And they just looked so unassuming.
Yes.
It looked like just another sweet. And
They looked like a sweet, but they were so much more than that.
They were. They were so good. I wish I
Yes.
would have had a few more of those, honestly.
I think I had like 4 or 5 of them.
I only had one. What the heck?
Every time I'd go tell someone to go try it, well, not every time, but sometimes, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to come with you to get another piece.
Well, I think that's what my friend Dustin did with the shrimp and grits.
Oh, really?
He was all over that, so maybe that's why you didn't get to try one.
He had my portion.
Yeah, he was all over that.
Oh, that's funny.
So I would say, okay, so I really, really enjoyed the deviled eggs from Social Deck and Dining.
There were also a lot of deviled eggs.
There were.
So that's a tough competition.
Scratch also had deviled eggs, and they were beautiful. And then who did the fried deviled eggs? Do you remember?
That was the local. I'm cheating. I have the menu right in front of me.
Is it the local Yukon or isn't that?
Yes, the local's from Yukon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A local place in Yukon.
Right. So I'm always down for deviled eggs, and I'm actually going to make some this weekend for OU Texas.
Oh, are you doing anything special with them?
Well, yes. I love making special deviled eggs, like not your traditional. So I like to mince up some shallots and garlic. And then I do like a Dijon mustard, tiny bit of mayo, and then top them with some capers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Really, really yummy.
All right. I'm coming to this watch party, I'm assuming.
Sure. I'm also going to make some buffalo drumsticks and queso.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be just kind of like a variety of little bites. Oh, maybe some pigs in a blanket. I feel like that's
Nice.
game day food.
That is definitely game day food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I loved Social Deck and Dining's deviled eggs. They called them bacon and eggs because there was a big
little
crispy piece of
yeah.
bacon on top. You mentioned Powerhouse and their pound cake. Well, after the hangover brunch, I went over to Powerhouse and they had several different types of mimosas. And so I was like, I had just ordered a mimosa and they were like, well, what flavor do you want? And I was like, oh, what flavors do you have? And they
Hatch chili pound cake, please.
well, they had one that was fresh squeezed watermelon mimosa.
How do you
So
fresh
good.
squeeze watermelon?
Well, I was thinking about that and I feel like I might try this weekend. The
Like
way
squish the watermelon?
No, since I don't have a juicer, they probably have a juicer. They just throw it in the juicer.
Yeah.
I am going, since I don't have a juicer, I'm going to puree it and then use cheesecloth to strain it.
Yeah. That could work.
Yeah. 'Cause those mimosas were legit.
See, but if you're, I don't know. I think fresh squeezed always makes me think of like squeezing. And I don't see a squeezing watermelon.
If you're squeezing the juice out of a cheesecloth.
All right. Okay. I guess that's fresh squeezed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can't squeeze the water. Okay, fine.
That is true.
Touche.
Yep.
Touche.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And their patio is so nice. I don't go there nearly often enough. I've only been there like maybe twice before. They had like a little fire pit on the patio.
Nice. Didn't Bryn was the one who mentioned, she's like, if you haven't been there,
Yeah.
their bites and stuff are really good.
Yeah,
So
and I had never eaten there before. I actually saw Bryn at Powerhouse after the event as
Oh, no
well.
way.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
So it was a good time. The whole day was fun.
Yeah.
The whole event. Any other honorable mentions from the Hangover Brunch?
Well, I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our friends Rome.
Yes, they did some really cool stuff.
They were putting on a show.
They were. They really were.
They had some pumpkin spice shooters. They had like 4 different things that they were prepping
Yeah.
to order.
Yes.
Which is really impressive.
Really impressive. It was a bit of a line, but everything was made to order.
They had a smoking gun.
Yes.
Which then they were like smoking their coffee and the
Yeah.
glass, and you could taste the smoke off of the cold brew. It was well done, Rome.
Yes. Well done, Rome. We
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
We enjoyed it a lot. Also, let's see. What is it? The donut place? Is it
Humble?
Yeah.
Yes.
They had a maple bacon donut.
Oh, see, I didn't try that one.
Yeah, it was good.
I tried the
Birthday cake or the chocolate one?
I tried the peanut butter one,
Okay.
and there was another one, the cinnamon crunch one.
Oh, I
that one
didn't
was
try
good.
that one.
Yeah.
You like that one best?
I don't know which one I like best. I was just, their donuts were good though. Like I enjoyed the donuts. I wasn't I'm like, I wonder which donut I'm gonna like the best. I was just like, ooh, those look interesting.
And then towards the end, you're like, why did I eat so many donuts?
Yes, that's exactly how it felt.
I also liked the nice cheese spread that Encroute brought.
Yes, I was just about to say that. That cheese was
It
on
was
point.
very,
as
very
always.
good. And their jam, like I could just drink that jam.
Yes. I kept taking more and more of that jam, and I'm just like, I'm not getting a lot. I'm not taking a lot of jam, but I'm not getting a lot right now.
No, it was good. So the winners, the true winners.
Ooh, I also another honorable mention for me was the Revolucion ceviche.
Oh yeah, I did taste it, but
it has cilantro in it.
Cilantro. Wah, wah.
Yeah, but that was good.
Any other you want to mention?
I mean, I could mention like all of them.
Yeah.
But I think we should get on to the actual awards.
Okay, the actual awards. So, first place. So the award was Best Fall Brunch 2019. Went to Cafe Cuvée with their bacon wrapped quail pops.
Nice. Those looked fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, that presentation was on point.
It was. I had one. It was tasty.
Yeah.
For sure. Second place was Scratch Paseo with their they had the deviled eggs, and they also, I think they had a cocktail.
They had a cold brew Irish coffee.
That's right, with that like homemade whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was good.
And they had the buttermilk biscuits.
That's
with
right.
Smoked Gouda and country ham
And
a white pepper gravy.
It was a sage white pepper gravy.
Yeah, that gravy was really good.
So good.
I tried that gravy and I was just like, that sage white pepper gravy was.
Yeah. You know, I said, gosh, I think I'm going to have to change my vote. I think it was a tie between Scratch and Social for me.
That gravy was
top notch.
on point, yes.
And then third place was the Hot Wings Edmond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel bad. I didn't try that wing because it looked pretty saucy.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was kind of a stand and eat situation.
Yeah. There's no shame.
And I was like, you know, I have a drink in one hand, my little food tray box in the other hand. I didn't do it. Did you try it?
I did.
Yeah.
It was a solid wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I've heard good things about their wings.
Yeah. It's funny. Everything that won was savory.
Yep.
So I think
for the next one.
I think it really was like you get that break from the sweet and people automatically just made that more valuable.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's what might have happened because there were some really good sweet dishes there. So
I was thinking about it. If I were to, you know, have my own booth, I know what I would make.
What would you make?
Savory pancakes. That I think I've talked to you about these before. You you dice up some peppers and onions and cook them down, get them soft, and then you put that in your pancake batter, which I'll do like half pancake batter and half masa. So it gives it kind of a heartier, I don't know, maybe a little bit more dense.
Yeah.
And then you make the pancakes like normal and then top it with some pepper jelly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I feel like that would have won.
Oh, I feel like that would have won. Okay, well, hey, Bryn, for next year or from the next Hangover
I'm
Brunch,
gonna make my own booth.
If you're taking individual contestants, I think we have one here.
If they don't allow it because I'm not a restaurant, I'll just set up out front. You can stop by and see me.
You'd be like, you go to one of the restaurants, be like, hey, you guys want an idea?
I mean, honestly, it's so delicious. I don't make those nearly enough. I need to make that again.
We got to change.
Yeah.
You'll have to make a lot of them for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there were a lot of people.
Yeah, there were.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that kind of manpower. All right, so
I might help you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll think about it.
So yeah, that was the Hangover Brunch.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So next time the Hangover Brunch is in town, make sure you snag your tickets and get the early bird ones so you get there early before everyone else.
Right.
Because there's only a handful of early bird ones, and then the doors open to the masses. So
and then it's also for a great cause.
It's for a fantastic cause, benefiting other options.
Yeah, absolutely. So can't wait until the next one.
Woohoo.
Okay, so you want to talk about some food news you can use?
Yeah, so this Hangover Brunch got me into like food events.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I
there's
want to attend more.
yes, there's always something out there, and sometimes you're just like, oh, I'm busy, I can't make it.
Right.
But like this gave me the motivation to make time to try and go to some more.
I want to so bad. It's so hard with my schedule and your schedule too. Like,
Yeah.
gosh, there are so many great ones, and I want to go so bad, and it's so hard to fit in all these great events.
Well, we did a little bit of research, and hopefully you've put them on your calendar now.
Yes.
But let's talk about a few cool food-related events,
Okay.
festivals
Yes.
coming up.
So what's the first one?
So the first one that kind of caught my eye was the Turkish Food Festival. It's actually a food and art festival. It is on November 2nd, and it runs all day at the Raindrop Turkish House in Oklahoma City, which is on Classen. And the great thing is it's free admission, so you can come and check it out. But then you just pay for what you eat. And a lot of times at these food festivals, they just give you food tickets that then you just go to the booth and you exchange X number of tickets for
Right.
whatever it is that you get.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And then, that way you get to like try a bunch of different things.
Yeah, which we love.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. And, we are finally starting to feel some fall weather.
Apparently, I guess when this episode comes out, we're supposed to have a 25-degree wind chill.
Jeez Louise.
And
wow. So,
yeah.
we missed fall.
Well,
Basically, it was summer and then it was winter.
That's what happens.
Gosh, I hate that so much.
You get the 1 week window of fall, and that's it.
Wow. Well, maybe it'll maybe after that freezing, then it will ease back into fall and not just straight head first
So we're
in the
going to
winter.
go reverse?
Yeah,
Maybe.
hopefully. Because on October 20th, which is going to be a Sunday, is the Fall Harvest Fest.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. There's going to be live music, local beer, chili cook-off.
Can I enter the chili cook-off?
I wish you would. Yard games, pumpkin carving, pop-up farmers market. So that sounds like such a perfect way to spend a Sunday.
Yeah. And I mean, it's only $35 and it gets you 2 beers, unlimited chili, and all the access to the games and activities. So
Yeah, that's
I feel
amazing.
like that's a no-brainer. If you're into chili, if you're into fall, just get in that mood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like so much fun. I really want to do that.
I'm totally going to research if I can. If
you can enter the chili cook-off.
Well, I don't know if I don't know, maybe. And I just want to see what kind of chili they have. Like, who's making this, right?
Yeah.
So,
Do you have a special chili recipe?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you put beans in your chili?
I try not to, but sometimes I'm forced to.
Forced by who?
By people who are eating it. They're like, we like the beans. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because I'm making it for you. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'll adjust it a little bit. But ideally, no.
Yeah. I
don't
feel
like
like
putting
there
beans in my
shouldn't be
chili.
beans in chili.
I don't like it.
My dad's chili, he makes a venison chili.
Ooh.
And it is legit.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've grown up my whole life. The first really cold day of the year, he always makes a big pot of chili, and it's venison chili
That
every
sounds
time.
awesome.
It's really, really good.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to tell you what I do.
Okay. I told you my pancake recipe.
I know. Well, I mean, if I'll just, I don't know. I need to.
I'm not gonna tell you what I do. Okay.
I know. I'll tell you what I do. But I feel like it's going to take so long on air. I'll tell you off air.
Okay, so you don't have to tell everybody. what
That's
you
right.
do.
And then maybe when I
Keep
make
the
it,
secret
I will
alive.
talk about the chili that I made.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So let's leave that for a future episode.
Okay.
It
Ooh,
by no means is like a top secret
Maybe
award-winning
you
chili.
and I should do just a chili cook-off episode, just me and you.
Ooh.
Maybe we need to have a guest on, and they can be the judge, and we don't tell them who made what.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I do too. I've never made chili.
And maybe they can bring their own chili. So who's good at making chili? You want to come on the air?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage since I've never made it before, but
Okay, when I say it's a top secret recipe just because I made a top secret, right? It's not, it hasn't won anything.
You open a can and put it in a pot.
I'm overhyping this, but I do make my own croutons.
Croutons for chili?
Yeah,
You put the croutons in the chili?
not in it. There's no point. They'll get soggy.
Yeah.
You put them on top.
Interesting. I've never had croutons on my chili.
That's what I'm saying.
My dad always crushes up saltine crackers and puts it on his.
Okay.
I just like to dip Fritos in it and like scoops.
Okay. So you're getting like that crunchy element, right?
Yeah.
That's what these are for.
Okay.
But they add to the chili experience.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we should do this chili cook-off.
All right.
Cool.
I like it.
All right. What's the next one?
So the next one is Bar Wars. This is one that we learned about at the Hangover Brunch.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm so excited about this.
yeah, and it benefits that same charity.
Yes.
Other options.
Yes.
And this is where the top mixologists come together and they duke it out to be number one.
Yeah. Best cocktails.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like, I wonder if this event will have food.
It does. So
Okay.
it's called Drinks of Broadway, a musical mixology soiree. And that just sounds like so much fun.
It does.
And it's mostly supposed to be a cocktail tasting competition.
Mm-hmm.
But it says it will take guests on a culinary and beverage-inspired journey through Broadway's greatest performances.
Oh, nice.
So it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
That does sound fun. I definitely want to go. And hopefully, we are in the process of reaching out and maybe possibly having them on the podcast.
Yeah, we're coordinating schedules
Yeah.
right now, so hopefully this works out. This event is on October 24th, which is a
so
Thursday.
That's coming up.
So-
Coming up real soon. Well, I'm excited about that.
And while we're on the subject of cocktails and drinks, I guess, two breweries are going to be celebrating their 2-year and 3-year anniversary, respectively, Angry Scotsman and Twisted Spike.
Oh, cool.
And
Are they doing like anniversary party type things?
so they have anniversary parties with giveaways and special releases and things like that.
Right.
So just follow them on their Facebook page and get all those details, because if you're looking for something fun to do on a weekend, Oklahoma has a ton of options.
So many. I mean, so many, like we said, we want to go to so many of these and just can't fit them all in. So yeah, there's a lot to eat and drink around the city.
That's
always.
right. Always.
So moving on to some food news. Rococo,
Yes, they're getting a new spot.
a new location. So the location that they've been in on North Penn, they've been in that location for like 15 years almost.
Do you know someone just ran through their window recently too?
Drove through
Yeah,
it?
drove
Like,
through.
Run through it?
Yeah. Drove through there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Well, that's crazy. Dang. Hopefully no one was hurt.
I don't think anyone was. So luckily that was all good. But I mean,
Still,
that's still kind of
nuts.
crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, their new spot is going to be on Western, directly south of Sushi Nico and the Will Rogers event space. So
That's where the barrel used to be.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be a good spot for them.
Yeah. And Bruce does a fantastic job with his cuisine and
Oh yeah.
all of that. So I think
For
he'll be
sure.
a good fit in the
and
Western
also,
District.
I think it'll be nice getting a new spot, for them. I feel like this area that makes sense for them.
Yeah, I feel like that barrel spot has had a lot of turnover for some reason.
It has.
It's been
but
a couple of
Rococo's
things.
so established.
Yeah. So I think that'd be a great addition to, and it'll be like a different style of dining
Yeah.
for that area. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Some other news for Oklahoma foodies. Clean Juice is coming to Oklahoma. So, if you're all about the juicing,
I love it.
Clean Juice is planning on opening in Oklahoma in Class and Curve.
Okay.
And
That makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense. But it's certified organic. It claims to avoid all chemicals, pesticides, and anything genetically modified. So, and I love.
It's just like straight.
It's just
juice.
straight juice. I love juice.
I do too.
Like, give me some fresh squeezed, fresh ground juice.
Yeah.
Blended juice. Like I will.
Do you have like a
juice.
favorite I don't know, cocktail of juice? Like if you're going to get fresh squeezed juice, do you have a go-to?
I like a mix of apple, carrot, and orange.
Okay, I love apple, carrot, and orange, but I also have to throw in ginger.
Oh, okay. You like
Yeah.
you like a little zing in your juice.
Yeah.
I like that apple. I love carrot juice.
I do too.
If I got carrot juice, man, carrot juice is awesome.
I also like beet juice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd jump on that.
But it's got to be
Beet-
mixed with something like beets, apples.
Okay, I thought it just said beet straight
no,
up. I
no,
was
no,
like, I
no.
don't know
By
about that.
itself, probably not too tasty.
Pomegranate juice is really good too.
But oh yeah, pomegranate juice is always delicious.
I'm telling you, juice. I can drink juice.
Yeah.
All day.
But definitely put some ginger in there.
Okay, I'll try that.
You won't regret it.
Okay.
Another restaurant and bar that is going to be coming. It's actually coming to the Paseo area. They are currently a food truck, the Burger Punk.
Oh yeah, this would be
Yeah.
cool. And this is from 84 Hospitality,
Yep.
which the masterminds behind Empire and Gun and Goro and Revolucion. So like I love that they have such diverse
Yeah,
restaurants. Like
Yeah.
none of them are overlapping even in the slightest.
right.
It's pretty impressive.
It really is. So obviously it's going to be amazing. And Paseo is blowing up. I
Yes.
feel like for years it just stayed the same.
And now all of a sudden,
All of
like
a
a light
sudden-
bulb turn on.
Yeah, like it started with that newly developed section with like Oso and Scratch,
Oh yeah,
you know, and then
and buttermilk and all of those.
right,
yeah.
right, and then Gun came and Frida, and I mean, there's just so much going on in Paseo right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I love
think
that
it was
area.
like saw the plaza and it was like,
Oh, okay,
we could do better.
we can do that. All right, be right back.
Yeah. Hold my beer.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the events happening around Oklahoma City and some food news for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're looking forward to all of this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very busy end of the year
Yes. yes, it is.
with everything that's happening. But hopefully you'll get to enjoy some of these new places that are opening up and some of these fantastic food events out there. So
Yeah.
try something new every day.
And hopefully for all of us Oklahomans, it doesn't turn into bitter winter tomorrow.
I will never say it won't because it probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, we had like a week of fall.
It
like,
stayed warm for so long that I
Uh-huh.
really thought we were going to get a fall.
and then this week you were like, oh, this is fantastic.
Right.
Even last week you were like, this weather is really nice.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you hear end of the week there's going to be a cold front. So
like a big cold front.
hello, winter. Winter is coming.
I know winter is coming. But I also heard that next week we'll see more days in the 70s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Oklahoma. You're
We're
you're gonna freeze and then you're gonna warm up again, and then you freeze again.
And then you're gonna get sick
Yeah,
because of going back and forth.
And then you're gonna get sick. Yep.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
Where the food is great, but the weather is not.
I love that you sang that.
Oh, why did I do that? Okay.
Oh. So thanks for joining us, guys. We are always excited to get your feedback and
Not on our singing.
on our singing.
On food-related items.
Yeah, and messages on collaborating. So if you'd like to collaborate, we'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at OKC Foodcast, or you can email us at okcfoodcast@gmail.com.
And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to this podcast or wherever it is that you get your podcasts. If you just stumble upon this, hit that subscribe button and make sure to tell your friends to listen to OKC Foodcast for everything food in Oklahoma.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you feel so inclined, if you did a good job, leave us a rating, write us a review. Those help a lot and keep our happiness level up.
Oh, that's funny. So until next time, friends, eat well and be happy.